It's Anna from Dee's, and today I'm going to show you how to make this super easy cut mesh burlap wreath. It's very similar to our burlap cut wreath you've seen in the past, but today I use 21-inch deco poly mesh that's good for outside. So this wreath will be perfect in the weather and won't fade or have any problems if it rains or snows. To make this one you see here, I used a roll of 21-inch mesh and a 24-inch work wreath. Then I went back and added fall embellishments. I'm going to make a Christmas one today on the video. First, you take your work wreath and stand up all the ties. You're going to take your mesh, grab the end, and let the rest drop to the floor and out of your way. This wreath is super easy because you don't have to measure or anything as you go. You're going to cut as you make your wreath. So take about 5 inches of mesh, grab it right there, open a set of ties and lay it in there. Twist it like we always do, and then you're going to take your hand and run it along the mesh, leaving about the same 5 inches. Take your scissors and just chop it off. You don't have to make sure it's a straight line or measured or anything because you're going to fill it in and it's going to look like that one. So again, just take your mesh, go to the next tie, lay it in there, twist it, and chop it off. You can go back in and make them stand up if you like a really full wreath, or if you really want it large, you could use a 30-inch frame or go back in and add multiple layers of mesh. That would be a fun way to do a U of K or a U of L wreath by doing blue and white mesh in each set of ties. This wreath is going to take almost the full roll of mesh, so you're going to need a 10-yard roll to complete it. Now that I've completed the inner circle, I'm going to jump down and do the same thing on the outer circle. If you want a fuller, larger wreath to fill in your door, you can leave more than 5 inches on your wreath, but I like to keep it the same size all the way around. This is a base I made using our red and jute 21-inch mesh. I cut it in the same pieces and filled in the whole 24-inch work wreath. Now I'm going to go in and add fun ribbons, all different sizes, some 4-inch, some 2.5 in pieces, and then I'm going to also add in some greenery and berry stems. I always like to start with my widest ribbon and put that at the bottom. You know how much I love those cute V-cuts. Fold your ribbon in half, cut it on the diagonal, and it makes every wreath super fun. Lay it in your work wreath ties and twist it. I recommend getting 3 to 4 yards of each ribbon to add into your wreath to make it really full and pretty. If you're trying to save money, 2 yards will do it. It just will not be as full. I finished adding in my 4-inch ribbon. I cut the pieces anywhere from 10 to 12 inches long. I don't measure it. I just stick it in there and vary the size, and that helps it look nice and piecey. Now I'm going to go back in with my other 2. Sometimes I put them right on top of the first one. Other times I fill in the holes that don't have any ribbon in them. But just stick them wherever you want. Now that I've finished adding in all my ribbon, I'm going to go back in and add a short little berry and pine stem. I usually just cut the stem about 1 inch down so I have enough room to twist it into my work wreath. Fluff it out a little bit. Find a place where you have a hole. I filled it in with ribbon pretty good though, so there's not really one. But stick it into your wreath using your work wreath ties. Lay it in there and twist it in really tight. This works really well to twist it in because when you glue it, it doesn't always want to hold to the mesh because it's made of vinyl. And also if you get full sun on your door, the glue eventually will melt. So just take your picks and add them in wherever you want just a little bit of greenery. You can keep going, adding in more stems. I used 3. I would recommend using 3 or 5. I think it looks good, so I'm going to stop here. If you like the wreath I made today, make sure to find us on Facebook. We post all the wreaths that we make in the store up onto the site. Also, watch more of our YouTube videos. Check us out on Pinterest and find us on Instagram. Have a good day.